The Steam store is completely loaded with roguelikes. It feels like they just take any game and then be like, but what if it was a roguelike though? And then just go with that, and that's their whole thing. And today I wanted to go look at some of those, so fuck yeah, let's do that. Bye. Alright, and welcome to my wheel of roguelike. I know, it doesn't really look like a wheel, but watch. Oh. I told you. Let's see what game we get. Peglin is a roguelike based off the widely popular 2007 game Peglin. In Peglin, the goal is to hit a bunch of balls with your balls. You go level to level, clearing each board of their orange pegs, and once you do, you win. After you win, you get to go to new levels and worlds where your character changes. Each character has their own cool special abilities. Peglin takes this beloved game and makes it into a roguelike. Instead of clearing boards, you are taking down enemies, and taking down pegs doesn't necessarily get you to the next board, but it's how you will do damage in these fights. Peglin introduces the idea of getting different balls to do special abilities, such as balls that phase through pegs, move in really wacky ways, or just generally interact with the fight in different ways. Peglin had different characters for special abilities, but Peglin uses the balls as a way of having different abilities. But Peglin also has different characters. I can't really speak on them though, as I haven't unlocked them yet, which is really cool. There are plenty of reasons to play Peglin again and again. Peglin on its own was already addicting just because of the cool boards, pretty colors, and high scores. But Peglin is on a whole nother level of replayability, as every run will be different, which is a huge advantage of making a game into a roguelike. Now there is so much to unlock and understand that you will want to play over and over again, for hours and hours. I'm bored. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel, spin the wheel. We're gonna spin the wheel again. Blah! Demoncrawl is an exceptional idea on paper. Minesweeper is already played endlessly. To make it into a roguelike just feels right. The additions that Demoncrawl brings to the Minesweeper formula are a lot of fun to mess around with as well. You go on a quest, and in that quest you're doing multiple different boards of Minesweeper, each one more and more difficult. A huge problem in Minesweeper is when you're left with a 50-50 option and you have literally no other option other than to just throw yourself into one of the squares and hope it isn't that one. With the roguelike approach, a lot of different items can help in these situations, making it feel a lot more skill-based. If you save these items instead of just using them willy-nilly, you are much more likely to succeed. There are a lot of silly synergies you can try to build, and I was trying to build a minion build, so I recruited my first guy and then he gets put into a bubble for my next stage. So, how do I get him out? I guess I just click it. Bro, there's no way. Alright, well, I was getting kind of bored of that last one anyway, so, yeah. I'm pretty much a pro at chess, so I felt that Pawnbarian would be a perfect fit for me. In Pawnbarian, you have a deck, which is basically all of your chess pieces. You'll use these pieces to move around just like in chess and kill enemies. It's pretty damn simple. You earn gold, which can buy you max HP or cool upgrades for your pieces, which is a really interesting thing to add. Like this one that makes it so that you'll attack in all cardinal directions wherever you land. Being a chess pro, I demolished the first run. Honestly, the game is too easy for me. Huh? Oh, there's other characters too. What are all these okay, these ones are literally in Japanese. What is happening? There's 3 harder stages and I'm supposed to clear all of them with each character. Okay. Once I clear them all with one of the characters, I can increase the crown challenge? Dude, there's way too much here. I'm just overwhelmed. Alright, just spin the wheel again. Give me something good this time, please. There's actually like a lot of card roguelikes, but I landed myself on Wildfrost just because it looks really cutesy and interesting. And yeah, I mean, I guess I'll try this class and then what's happening? Oh, I'm already dead. Okay, never mind. We'll move on to Monster Train. This seems like a really interesting idea. Your monsters every time. Okay, there's a lot of classes and different. Never mind. We can just go to Slay the Spire. I know this is like top notch. Like everyone loves this game, and oh man, this is kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I kind of already want to move. There are way too many card games. I did not realize that. We're just gonna. Please give me something that I want right now. There are way too many things to remember here. All these buttons, and I gotta move away from big, and there's so much to. Why is everything so confusing? I just don't understand what's happening. There's so many shooter roguelikes. I don't know which one I choose. I don't know which one I should spend my time in. There's no way I can make different systems, and I don't know what I'm. Why would I play this when I can? Nah, I'm done. I adore many of the games I've shown today, and what's going on here is not the game's fault, but more of my own as the consumer of these games. I've always wanted to complete every little thing in a game. As a child, I didn't always get new games all the time, so I really had to soak in every last bit of the games I did have. Growing older, I now have money, and now I can buy anything I want. Now this completionism bone I have makes me struggle to enjoy the games I have. I can't focus on even one of these games for more than a couple hours because of this overwhelming feeling of I will never be able to complete it. And roguelikes especially, I'm probably just never going to complete. For some reason, I have tricked myself into thinking that if I'm not going to complete a game, then I won't get anything out of it. Then a new game comes out that I think looks cool, and now there's 2 games where I feel that pressure. Then 3, then 4, now it feels overwhelming to even look at my Steam library. This specifically then made me feel like I had to learn these games faster and complete them faster so I can play my other ones. Now I'm getting frustrated at myself for clicking the bubble in Demoncrawl because now that's another run where I didn't unlock anything solid. But I did unlock something. I unlocked the ability to know how the bubble works, right? But I can't feel that when all I can think about is shit, I didn't get to the end of this run, now I didn't unlock anything cool, now I'm nowhere closer to actually beating it. I really believe I need to shift my views on how I approach games, and this might be valid advice to some of you as well. I should just have fun. If I feel like playing some Minesweeper, why not just load up Demoncrawl, and instead of getting mad at the learning aspect, I can appreciate learning a new mechanic about a game that I want to play and go into my next run more knowledgeable. In my attempt to soak up everything a game had all at once, I would take something that's supposed to be fun and make it stressful. Now the next time I sit down to play a game, I'm going to try to think about just what's in front of me and focus on having a good time in the moment and try not to think about all the different ways I can min-max getting unlocks and figuring out shit. That shit should come as like a bonus reward for doing well in the game, but I shouldn't have to be thinking so hard about it that I stress myself out. Hi, I'm back. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a blast making it, and I'm gonna have all of the games that I showed in the description. They'll have like the little timestamps of where they are, and if you thought anything looked cool, I hope you guys check that out. I also hope you thought this video was cool and that you're gonna like it and subscribe. I really like reading the comments and seeing what you guys have to think about my videos. It's really heartwarming. Everyone's been really supportive, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and bye. Have a good night or day or whatever.